Hey, what's going on? It's Bill Burr, and it's time for the Monday Morning Podcast for Monday, December 22nd, 2022. What's going on? How are ya? How's it going? 3 days before Christmas. Let me ask you this. What do you think about people that send gifts to your kids and they're not wrapped? You know what I mean? It's just like, what the you gave me a job, man. No, it's fine. Most of them came wrapped. But the ones that didn't, I was all proud of myself. I did all of my shopping and I was done in November and I just wrapped all that shit. Just fucking wrapped it, dude. I wasn't like you guys buying the shit and thinking, oh, I'm going to wrap that someday. I got it done. It was like fucking inspirational. Even to me, I was like, wow, Bill, you are fucking amazing. And then all of a sudden, all the relatives sent their shit, and I got a whole nother pile of shit I got to wrap. And then you forget who gave you what, and they send it for Amazon, and then they give you it's like a fortune cookie. You get this little slip of paper. Who's it from? What the fuck is it? What does it do? That is a penalty. Pushed them right in the fucking back. Sorry, I'm watching the Lions-Pittsburgh game. And I got to give a shout out to somebody on special teams on Pittsburgh. Skronek, number 15. Guy's a madman. He's on the outside. They push him out of bounds. He kind of stayed out of bounds, by choice. They threw a flag on him, and then he still tackled the guy. And then they tried to be like, well, it's because you were running out of bounds. But so you got an unsportsmanlike conduct. Which to me, an unsportsmanlike conduct is you did something to another player. You ran outside the lines. They should call it something else. It's the same amount of yardage, but, maybe just being sneaky. 15 yards for being sneaky. And then the call is the ref, sort of tippy-toes around instead of doing, putting his arms out like he's Jesus on a cross. Anyway, and then the next time they go to kick it, this fucking kid timed this guy. I guess he didn't call for a fair catch. He timed it perfectly. Reminded me there was a guy in the Cowboys a long time ago, Bill Bates, number 40. And he was like the wedge breaker. He's an absolute maniac on special teams. And he was so good on special teams, he actually made it up to... He started, I think, for the Cowboys for a couple of years. Was a fan favorite. Kind of guy out there, breaking his helmet. Man shit. Not like me sitting here wearing Vans with my legs crossed. Is that Emmett Smith dancing? Dancing with the Stars. Emmett. That can't be real. This can't be real. He's not bad. I don't know about that shiny shirt. Anyway... Emmett Smith, just when you think, running for over 17,000 yards is all this guy has, he comes on the TV and he's doing a fucking tango for Geico. Oh, it's Geico, though. All right, I don't know about you guys. Have you been listening to my podcast lately? I feel like I've been coming up with some really good ideas for athletes and rock stars to be in commercials, And you think, well, maybe this is a new skill set and this is something I could do. And then they hit you with Emmett Smith on Dancing with the Stars paired up with Geico. And you're like, I'm just not operating at that level. Why? I never notice how much my stomach growls until I do a podcast. I just ate 3 fucking ribs. How can I still be the stomach growling? Anyway, so Christmas is a couple days away. I don't know if you heard. I don't know what part of the internet you're on, but I'm having a great end of my year. I want to give a shout out to everybody that came out to see me in Cerritos. I had a great time. I brought Ambria and Dean to come down. They both fucking killed it. The crowd was amazing. It was fucking amazing. They were just sort of like one of those crowds where you really couldn't push it too far. They sort of a game for everything. They did groan at one joke I did, but it was a little too soon, I think. But I had this epiphany because I've just been changing the order or whatever, and I finally just came up with the order for the set for the new shit. And I did the work. I wrote it down, and I had it on the napkin, and I stuck to the order. I don't know. I was a little nervous that I was going to look fucking unprofessional, but as long as you're funny, I think you can keep glancing over the piece. I just had to make sure I did it in the right order so it would like connect. What are those things called? Segways. They're called, in my business, it's called a Segway. Do they even make those anymore? Segways? They were kind of amazing when they first came out, and now when I think about them, it's just like, did they have to weigh like fucking 5,000 pounds? I mean, that was my shit back in the day, going on YouTube and watching people wiping out on a Segway. There's just something, you couldn't let go. There's something about motorcycles, scooters, jet skis, and Segways. When you fucking lose control, it's like it makes you hanging on to the handlebars, and you're also turning the throttle on, so you're going even faster. And you just sit there going like, let go of the fucking thing. Just let go of it. And they don't. They ride it until they crash. They just they just get like a death grip on it. I got the Pittsburgh Steelers in this game, by the way. It's 3-3. I don't know how many points I'm getting. It's not too much. I can't figure the fucking Lions out. They win, they lose, they win, they lose, they win, they lose. They got a bunch of injuries, I guess. I don't know, Ford Field. Detroit is really coming along, though. Last time I was there, a lot of good restaurants and shit like that. It's finally coming back. They had a fucking race riot in 1968, and it's my whole life. Detroit has been trying to come back. They're finally coming back. There's the bridge. That's the bridge that Bob Probert got busted on, coming back in, rest his soul, with some fucking blow. Remember that? And there's a casino right across the way. I used to perform out there. I haven't in a while. Bill, what are you, taking us down memory lane, or are you doing a goddamn podcast? All right, relax. Fucking relax. So I can't be excited that I feel good about my act finally. Anyway, today marks 3 weeks. 3 weeks. This is like being sober, of me not losing my temper and not even having to work on it. I feel like I'm fucking cured. I can't believe it. Now all I have to work on is not cursing in front of my kids. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be like, I remember a long time ago, one of my specials, I did a bit. And I was talking about how much I crush it as a husband and a father. But I was talking about how my temper fucks up, my life, though. So the joke was basically talking about all the great things that I do. And I was like, other than that, all my wife has on me is who I am as a person. I am laughing at my own joke. I haven't told that in a while. And I was talking about if I could just not have a temper, like there would be nothing for her to complain about. So I'm not talking shit yet because I'm only 3 weeks in. But I get like 3 months in of not losing my temper. I'm going to talk a little shit. I'm going to get in her cute little grill. Have a big smile on my face, and she's going to be like, what? And I'm going to be like, nothing. What do you mean nothing? You got nothing. You got nothing on me. I'm clean. Oh, Burr Kreischer's doing the Paramount Plus New Year's Eve bash. There you go. There's something to watch for you on New Year's Eve. Do you go out? Do you go out with all the drunks? Survivor 50? How many fucking seasons do they do a year that they're already on Survivor 50? Like they started in 1975. Somewhere along the line, like the host just, red team, fucking up. He starts like, I think he's just been on that island a little too long, and I noticed that he's a little more hostile. Is it hostile or hostile? I like hostile. Adds a little something to it. Lets you know that it isn't just a regular version of hostile. Why are you being so hostile? Why are you being so hostile? Sounds like Heil. Makes you think of Nazis. It makes you really fucking think there's something serious going on. Jesus Christ, Tony Romo went out last night, huh? Good gravy. He don't look like he's drunk. He looks like he just woke up. You know when your face is all puffy? What time was it? What was it? Tony, you got to announce the fucking game. Well, use my sport coat. Oh, see what he did there? He found the seam. The great ones do that. They sit down in the zone, they shoot the A-gap, and it's a cover zero. Anyway, so, Old Billy Downtime. I flew a couple of times. I keep trying to do that Paso Robles flight, but I get nervous, because it's like almost an hour and a half one way. So I got to refuel, and every time I look at the fucking what is it? Not the METAR. I look at the TAF. There's always that, low IFR and shit like that. And it looks like it's going to clear up, but I can't fly all the way up there and all of a sudden I get into the soup or whatever. And then what am I doing? I'm in the middle of fucking nowhere. Where am I going to refuel? So I get all scared and then I don't do it. And instead I fly to like Brackett. Brackett's a scary airport. It's got this helipad, the Northeast helipad. And, if you fly the pattern there off of that thing, it's a very short run-up before you're right at the tower and all of this radar equipment. And then you got to make a right before it, and you sort of, if you're not careful, you're kind of in the dead man's curve as you're climbing, which is, dead man's curve is your airspeed is low and so is your altitude. All right, you have three bins of energy. You have your airspeed, you have your altitude, and you have your main rotor. Okay, you can trade one for the other, but you can't lose two. You lose two, you're fucked. Okay, if I had the altitude and I didn't have the speed, I could nose down. If I lost my engine, I could enter an auto. All right, if I fucking have my speed and I'm really low, that's fine. I can just enter the fucking auto. But if I don't have my speed and I also don't have the altitude, well, goddamn it, that's when you get a little scared. And you start thinking to yourself, I don't want to end up on the news, man. I do not want to end up, I'm putting you on the news. So anyway, I kind of, when I fly the pattern there, I kind of back up a little bit. I'm in a hover, and I give myself that extra 20 feet. That's what it's all about, people. You keep the odds in your favor. Anyway, one of my goals this year was that I had 3 airports I wanted to fly to. I already did 2 of them. Now I got to do Paso Robles. All right? And I got fucking only 9 more days to do it. But you know what? If I don't do it, I don't do it. I'm not going to get involved and get there right. Would you look at all these comedians on TV? Nikki Glazer is doing the Golden Globes. I saw her run that thing down the, was it the Improv? She ran a monologue. She fucking crushed it. And I saw Pete Davidson doing a fucking commercial. Donald Trump at the Kennedy Center. He fucking took it over. All these liberals are going to make fun of me now. Somehow he puts his name on it. I mean, that's fucking... The dude is diabolical. I mean, I know a lot of people don't like his politics, but it's like Dr. Evil shit. He showed up at a roast. Seth Meyers and fucking Obama made fun of him, destroyed him, stuck him right in the middle of the room. Made fun of him. Like, what are you trashing Obama for? He's president. He's making important decisions. And then a few years later, he was president. Obama was handing the keys over to him. It's the greatest revenge story after any roast I've ever heard of. Oh, my God. A guy on the Steelers just punched a guy with a blue wig on, and I stand by it. I stand by it. And the NFL better not fight him because the guy in the blue wig was excited. He was excited that he got punched in his fucking stupid face. What a shit fan that guy is. Now watch, he's going to get in trouble, and I'm sure they're getting chastised. They're going, you got to be a professional. You should be doing shit like that. He said something. There's no fucking way I always support the athlete when they go over and punch somebody in the fucking crowd. Why has he got a pacifier? I don't know about that. But I'll tell you this, when you fucking... The amount of shit that fans yell at people on the field, crazy, wild shit, that you wouldn't say to probably a fat guy who was a little taller than you in a bar. And these are some of the most in-shape people on the planet. And you're saying it because you feel safe. And they're making $1 zillion, so they fucking take it. But if they actually go over there and punch you, I wish I was running a league. What did you say to him? Well, what the fuck did you think was going to happen? No, I'm not giving you free. Well, fucking sue us. We got billions. We will bury you. We'll keep appealing it. Fuck you. Stop talking shit to people you can't beat up. Fucking world do you grow up in? Why can't it be like that? Why? Because the customer's always right. No, you're not. That's not the truth. You see what they do to their customers. You see the food that they feed them. Feeding them fucking cancer, and then they tell them to stand up for cancer. The hypocrisy, Bill. Is that what you're talking about right now? I did see a commercial for this cruise ship. He said, how do those things float? It was a cruise ship that had a fucking amusement park, like a legit amusement park on it. And the first 3 questions I had for anybody that takes a cruise that has an amusement park on it. A, how bored are you? B, how fat are you? And C, what is your favorite song? Those are the questions. I mean, that whole vacation package just says, I don't think. I don't think for myself. I just, like, if it's shiny, if it's big, if the music is right, good Lord, look at that woman with her clam out on a fucking Christmas thing. It's unbelievable. You know, I feel really bad for prostitutes. You used to be able to spot a hooker. Now every woman out there is like hooker chic. How do you know who's selling their ass? And, you know, who's just going to about ready to take a picture of their breakfast burrito? I mean, it's a very confusing world. Touchdown, Lions. Oh, was that a beauty? 1:55 to go in the second quarter, if you're paying attention at home. That was a beautiful pass and catch. Jared Goff. I always root for this guy. First of all, anybody named Jared, you have to be excited that they escaped Utah or Wyoming, wherever they're from. Jared just says, my parents were too religious. You know what I mean? Something weird's going on. In between 2 defenders, that was amazing. The guy coming over the top could have hit him a little harder. Why does he look like Theo Vaughn, the guy who just fucking caught that ball? Jesus, Billy's losing now. 7-3. The goddamn Steelers can't move the fucking ball. What's his name? Tesla. Jared Goff, you know, no longer a Mormon. He's living in dirty-ass Detroit, and they're balancing him out. That's a good balance, huh? You grow up in Salt Lake City, and then you go to work in Detroit, you know? One's too clean, the other's too filthy. And somehow Jared just ends up being this perfectly balanced person. No, I didn't like how the Rams got rid of him, so I rooted for this guy to get a goddamn Super Bowl ring. I mean, Matthew Stafford obviously worked out for the Rams, but, you know, the coach could have said, he could have said something. Should you be allowed to dress up like Santa if you're in shape? At least you got to at least put the fake pillow in there, right? Or does the NFL not allow that? And let me guess, they keep replaying this because they're trying to see if it was a shot to the head? No, we got him on the elbow. Anyway. Okay, so let's get back to those 3 questions. How bored are you? I'm not bored. I love taking cruises, and I love roller coasters. And when I found that they combined those 2 worlds, and they had s'mores, It's great. You don't even have to do them over the fire because you're in the Caribbean. You just melt them in the sun. So I think that's the answer to the first one. How fat are you? Their answer is compared to who? You know, because probably the whole family. You know. Do you think it's the buoyancy of the passengers that help the boat stay afloat? Actually, no. Oh, I love this. They're showing it again. He fucking missed him, too. God bless Metcalf. I would give him Player of the Week. That's good. Every once in a while, an athlete has to punch somebody in the crowd just to keep it fair. You know? Wasn't that bad. All right. What is your favorite song? I don't know what the answer to that is, but I can tell you this. I was in my wife's car, and I was in the middle of the electric confusion that is my wife's car. Like, how do I turn the volume up? Where is the volume? Is it on the fucking steering wheel? Do I swipe the inside of the windshield? It's like flying a spaceship. So, you know, Billy Old School. I'm listening to some Whitesnake, right? So I want to listen to Slow and Easy, right? I mean, it's Sunday. Some people listen to Lionel Richie, easy like Sunday morning, you know. I'm a fucking white dude from the suburbs, so I listen to Whitesnake, Slow and Easy. Which is a love song, you know, if you're in the right mood. And I go to put it on, and I can't find they got fucking the extended version, blah, blah, blah. I ended up just clicking on one because I'm driving down the street. You're not supposed to drive distracted, even though the entire dashboard is a fucking iPad. So Metcalf just dropped the ball. I bet that blue-haired guy's really going to get on him now. Maybe he'll give him a fucking combination this time. Wouldn't it be amazing if an athlete went in the crowd and literally just beat somebody to death? Like, how much would you shut the fuck up the next game you went to? Anyway, there would still be somebody going after he beat him to death, be like, hey, Mr. Metcalf, can you sign this for me? Anyway. Sorry. So I'm making fun of people that take cruise ships, and I listen to Whitesnake, Slow and Easy. So anyway, I click on it, and it was the fucking board mix from 1983. It's like I don't need to know what it felt like when you guys listened to this and you were like, yeah, no, this isn't it. This isn't it. Because it wasn't as good as the one that they ended up with. I don't need... Do I need the ones that, like, the engineer, the producer, and the artist themselves were like, yeah, this isn't good enough to release? Why do I want to hear that? Just give me the fucking original one there. To the bone. Boom, bet, ba doing. Boom, whack, a whack a boom. Anyway, if I knew how to pop lock, that's the song I would pop lock to. Boom, go whack a doing. Boom, take me down slow and easy. That's when you got to skip. For some reason, skipping was okay for half a second if you put a little gallop in there. Skip, skip, gallop, up to the mic. That worked in like 1985. Down easy, boo boo da boo boo. Suck my fucking dick tonight. Won't wink a wick a won't. My wife has not watched the Kardashians in forever, and all of a sudden she started watching them again. And, now I'm fucking Billy Good Vibes. I'm little Billy, the Christmas miracle. I don't get mad anymore, so she has it on. So I'm like, all right, I'll watch this shit with you. I got to tell you something. That fucking Chloe is funny. They went to go see this weirdo that, is in his mid-40s and was trying to say he has as many erections every night as an 18-year-old. He was saying this to all the fucking women. And he was actually sitting at a table talking about, mortality is now like a choice. And he's sitting there with this wispy hair and this shoe polish in it. It was super. It was really shady. The whole thing was fucking shady. And a few of them are like, oh my God, I love this guy. But Chloe's like, I don't know what the fuck this guy's talking about. Like, I don't even know. I didn't need to know about your dick. Middle kid, always the class clown. Trying to get the attention. Anyways, let's do a little advertising here. A little advertising here. Oh, look who it is, everybody. It's Hims. You know, according to the National Institutes of Health, as many as 30 million men in the U.S. experience erectile dysfunction. It's more common than a bad night's sleep. Oh, give me a fucking break. Nobody's sleeping these days. You tell me there's that many dicks staring at the floor? I'm calling bullshit on that one. The good news, Hims makes getting access to treatment simple, so you can feel like yourself again without the stress or awkwardness. Oh, Jesus, this just doesn't seem to want to be involved. Confidence shouldn't be complicated. Through Hims, you can skip through the guesswork and get access to care that makes your dick stand up at attention. It actually fits your lifestyle, straightforward, stress-free, and designed around you. Big moments like fucking your woman deserve less stress and more confidence. When? Erectile dysfunction. Or whatever you're fucking. Let's make this progressive. Whenever erectile dysfunction shows up in the bedroom, well, where else would it show up? At a fucking... What is that stupid thing hipsters go to on Sundays? Farmer's market? Huh? What do you got, your dick out there near the fucking rutabaga? When it shows up in the bedroom, Hims helps you keep your cool and focus. Hang on just a second. On what matters most, the moment, not the worry. Through Hims, you can get access. Jesus Christ, how many times are they going to say this? Personalized prescription treatment options for erectile dysfunction, like hard mints and Sex RX, plus climate control. If prescribed. You like that? They got a pill that even controls the air conditioning. You don't want your ball bag freezing up in the middle of sex once the hard mints kick in. Hims offers access to erectile dysfunction treatment. Sounds like a death metal band. Ladies and gentlemen, we are erectile dysfunction. And then you take the hard mint. As your dick comes up. I'm telling you. I know that wouldn't fly over here, but somewhere in Scandinavia, there's somebody doing it and they're selling tickets. Hims offers access to erectile dysfunction treatment options ranging from trusted generics that cost 95% less than bread. What are you going to put a fucking generic thing on your dick for? Treat yourself. Get some hard mints if prescribed. You shouldn't have to go out of your way to feel like yourself. Hims brings expert care straight to you. With 100% online access to personalized treatment plans that put your goals first. This isn't one size fits all. Oh, I get that joke. Care that forgets you in the waiting room. But does it work on every size dick? It's your health and your goals put first with real medical providers, making sure you get what you need to get results. I got the hiccups. I got heartburn from the ribs. To get simple online access to personalized, affordable care for erectile dysfunction, hair loss, weight loss, and more. Visit hims.com/Burr. You want a full head of hair looking slim with your dick standing up when you go to that amusement park on that cruise ship, listening to Whitesnake, slow and easy? Go to hims.com/Burr for a free online visit. That's HIMS.com/Burr. Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products include compound drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription required. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information. All right. Oh, my God. Look who it is. Quo. Like the status quo? Is that what we're saying? Is that what we're doing? Quo. Q-U-O. Q-U-O. Q-U-O, bitch. All right, running a business on a clunky old phone system is like competing with one hand tied behind your back. And every time you miss a call, you know what happens? That's money left on the table, just fucking sitting there. That's pass interference. No, we fucking caught it. And it's a touchdown. Get the fuck out of here. That did not just happen. Was he down by contact? There's Metcalf. Look at him. Punching fans, scoring touchdowns. Is that Metcalf? Look at the lines. No, there wasn't. Sorry. Wrong guy. Is that a touchdown? Sorry, every time you miss a call, that's money left on the table. Put it on the table. Quo, spelled Quo, is the modern alternative built to help you work smarter, build stronger relationships, and never miss an opportunity. Because that's what your business and your customers deserve. Quo, Quo, is the #1 business phone system built for 2025, not fucking 1995. Rated the top choice for customer satisfaction with over 3,000 reviews on G2. Forget juggling phones. Pfft, what is that all about? Or using a landline. Hello? Quo works right from an app on your phone or computer. Your whole team can share one number and collaborate on calls and texts like a shared inbox. Somebody's going to get exposed on that. Faster responses. Happy customers. Everybody's on the same phone line. What could go wrong? And hey, can't answer the phone? Quo's AI agent can. You didn't see that coming, did you? Welcome to fucking whatever your business is. How may I help you?
I need a little more information.
Qualified leads, routing calls to the right person and making sure no customer is ever left hanging. Even after hours, Quo's got you back. It keeps the light on while you actually sleep. That's why over 90,000 goddamn businesses are already running on Quo. From solo operators to growing teams, Quo helps businesses stay connected and look professional. Try it for free when you go to quo.com/Burr. That's QUO.com/Burr. You can even keep your existing number. Quo, no missed calls, no missed customers. All right, evidently it was a touchdown, and my bet is looking good like that kick, you motherfucker. 10-10. Oh, look who it is, everybody. Simply Safe. If you could stop somebody from breaking in before they got inside, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Most old school systems go off after someone's already in your place. That's too late. The dude's already in there. Simply Safe is different. It's proactive with a double layer of defense that stops crimes before they start. First, AI-powered cameras spot potential threats. Why can't you have like a fucking AI gun turret, that shoots like paintballs? Pat, 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 pat. And the guy's like, all right. He fucking runs away. With yellow all over him, the color of shame. You coward, huh? Why don't you fucking break into my house when I'm here? First, AI-powered cameras spot potential threats outside, then live agents step in, talking to the person through the camera. Shame on you. What do you think you're doing? Letting them know they're on video and police will be dispatched if they don't leave. What do you mean if they don't leave? You should fucking call the cops either way. He's trying to break into the house. I'm warning you, you don't get away from here. I'm going to call the coppers. The dirty coppers? The dirty coppers. They can even trigger a loud siren or a spotlight. That's how you stop a crime before it starts. There are no long-term contracts or any hidden fees. You can cancel anytime. Named Best Home Security System by U.S. News and World Report for 5 years running. 60-day money-back guarantee so you can try it and see the difference for yourself. This month only, take 50% off any new system. This is one of the best prices you will ever see for Simply Safe. Don't miss it. Hit simplysafe.com/Burr. Again, that's simplysafe.com/Burr. simplysafe.com/Burr and lock in your discount. There's no safe like Simply Safe. All right, and with that, let's get to the goddamn reads. Oh, wait a second. It's halftime. It's 10-10. Oh, Billy Betface is looking pretty good. He's looking pretty good. All right. I don't know why it always scrolls back up. I didn't do that thing that you guys told me to stop doing. All right. Here we go. First question. First question of the goddamn day. Metallica's battery for batter companies. Oh, wait. Is somebody... Oh, they're coming up with a commercial. Oh, for Metallica. I like this. Dear Bildo, the other week you were popping off marketing that should use big songs that are obvious. Oh, yeah. I had Lil Wayne sitting in a hotel room having a good time. And then, a fancy hotel. So around 5 o'clock, there's a knock at the door. And he's like, what? And they're like, turn down service. And he's like, turn down for what? However that fucking song goes. You know, it's a collaboration. Tommy Lee for Tacoma. Toyota trucks, because he said Tacoma like 50 times during that drum solo. So this person is adding to this. He's saying Metallica battery for batter companies. What are batter companies? Like cake batter? The other week you were popping off about, One big one would be Metallica's Battery, which has the lyrics, cannot stop the battery, cannot kill the battery. Oh, it should be for battery companies, right? A smaller audience would be Scorpions, Rock You Like a Hurricane for the Matty 40 beverage. I'm sure Anheuser-Busch could afford the rights and the Scorpions could use the money. Well, they're still out there touring. My lovely wife already trademarked Gucci Gucci Goo for a high-end baby line. That's fucking hilarious. Gucci Gucci Goo. They'd sue you twice, but I don't know. I love that. If you made adorable, there's something fucking annoying about high-end baby clothes. You're just saying, I'm not going to be involved in my kid's life. I got 4 nannies. Look forward to seeing you in Pittsburgh again. Come for the draft. Anyways, go fuck yourself, but Merry Christmas to the family there. All right, I like all of those. Those were all good ideas, I think. Jesus, look at this fucking Middle-earth crazy movie. A visionary of modern cinema. Oh, Frankenstein. Why does it look like it's also... What's that movie with those blue people? Not the Smurfs, the tall ones. Avatar. It looked like fucking Avatar. But he has like that vertilago, whatever the fuck it is. So like his skin's white instead of blue. And then he kind of looked like he was boyfriends with the guy from the Half-a-Mast Phantom of the Opera. That's what that looked like to me with the sound down. The sound does so much for movie promotion. This is how dumb I am. The other night I was watching this fucking... I thought I was watching a TV show. And I watched it for like a minute. And then I said out loud, I go, oh, this is a trailer. And my wife's like, yeah. I was like, yeah. I was thinking, God, they're fucking moving along here. And she just started laughing at me like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I was like, I don't know. Like they didn't announce it. They just sort of went into it from this other thing. It was something about Lilith Fair. It was this all-female like music festival from the early 90s. They were making a documentary on it. And in the middle of it, I believe they brought up that somebody tried to bomb it. And I was like, where is this going? And then they just abandoned it and they kept going. That's when I was just like, what the fuck is going on? I said, oh, it's a trailer. They're just showing you like what's going to happen. But I have to watch it because I just like, who the fuck would bomb Lilith Fair? I'm trying to see what... I mean, I understand misogyny. God, I built half my fucking career on it. But, you know, I stopped short of bringing a bomb to Lilith Fair. So I got to check that out. I'm babbling this week, people. I'm sorry. All right, let's keep it going. All right, what do we got here? L.A. Witch Dilemma. Hey, Billy Zen. I'm a 30-year-old guy from the Midwest. A couple weeks ago, I met an attractive and mysterious woman at my local coffee shop. This sounds like the beginning of a porno or a fucking horror movie. She gave me Morticia Addams vibes. Which one is that? Is that the... I never watched... I used to watch The Munsters. I watched The Munsters and I watched The Three Stooges. I didn't like the fucking Addams Family. The dad was just too weird. He didn't even have any makeup on. He just fucking... He was really weird. And then there was... what were those other guys? You either watch The Three Stooges or you watch those other guys with the Marx Brothers. I never watched the Marx Brothers. I like broad comedy. I don't like thinking. Oh, now I got the fucking hiccups. Oh, jeez. I'm falling apart. Okay. She gave me Morticia Addams vibes, but I'm into it. Okay, you're kind of goth. I understand it. We hit it goth. We hit it off and went and got sushi that night. The next line. Turns out that's not the only thing she likes raw. Oh, sorry. I stayed away from that Bills game. I knew that fucking game. There was something about it. Oh, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. I took the Bills. I'm a fucking asshole. Ah, Jesus, they're in a goddamn game. I'm giving away all kinds of points. Oh, Billy, the Christmas miracle, can't pick a fucking game in his own goddamn division. All right, I'm a 30-year-old guy, blah, 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 blah. I'm kind of into it. All right, turns out she was just in town on business and left the next day back to L.A. We've been texting nonstop, and she wants me to go out and visit her for a few days in January. Dilemma. The other day, she told me she's an actual witch and has been mixed in with the occult, spooky shit, since she was a kid. I jokingly asked if she was going to put a hex on me, and she replied, only if you hurt me. Kind of creeped me out. Bill, this woman is 47. She's intriguing, but I want to meet the right one and have kids one day in the next few years. Probably not with her. Should I go to L.A. for a few days, adventure with this witchy lady, and risk becoming a newt or a stay-at-home and freeze alone in the Illinois? Oh, wait, I fucked up his joke. He goes, should I go to L.A. for a few days, adventure with this witchy lady, and risk becoming a newt or stay home and freeze alone in Illinois in January? Cheers to therapy breakthroughs and go fuck yourself. I was going to say to not go out there, but is that going to make her mad? Ooh, witchy woman, see how high she flies. Yeah, I mean, women are vindictive enough. You don't need someone that actually knows how to put a fucking hex on you. I don't know, dude. You're doing the guy thing. You're like just thinking like, all right, if she's a witch, she's going to be a fucking animal in the rack. Like, is there any information out there about, you know what, you know what, just for you guys, it's the holiday season. It's the holiday season, doobie-doobie-doo. I'm going to do a search. Are witches good in bed? Witches, they're kind of old, aren't they? Good in bed. Let's see what they say. According to various practitioners, modern occultists, and cultural lore, witches are often associated with being exceptional in bed due to a focus on energy, intention, and self-awareness. The reputation stems from several key concepts within witchcraft. Who knew? Sex magic. They spell it with a K, like Magikowski for the fucking Packers. A common practice among many witches is using orgasmic energy as fuel for manifestations and intentions. Well, no wonder you vibe with this person. This sounds amazing. This practice often makes the sexual experience more deliberate and focused. You fucking dialed in. You're ready for the playoffs. Heightened awareness. Many practitioners believe that witches are more in tune with their own bodies as well as the energy of their partners, which leads to more present, conscious, and considerate. Are people daydreaming during sex? Being in the moment, really seems to be a problem for a lot of people. Natural and herbal wisdom focus on pleasure, confidence, because they so often do not conform to traditional practical ideas of womanhood. They are sometimes perceived as more empowered and confident. Dude, you got to go meet this person. You got to tell her, like, listen, I'm like, how do witches feel about foul language? I would just be like, listen, I'm looking for a new love, babe. No, I'm looking for I want to settle down and have a wife and a kid and some kids. That's what I'm looking for. If that doesn't fit into your witchy shit, then, I don't, I don't want to lead you on like I'm looking for a relationship, because I also don't need a hex put on me. But I am really attracted to you, and I'd like to come out there and have like fucking regular person witch sex with you. See how that is. Is that all right with you? Just be fucking upfront. Say it smoother than that. All right? And I think you'll be all right. I think you should go to L.A., and I definitely think you should go to L.A. and hook up with a witch. All right? That out loud, that doesn't sound... It sounded good in my head. I don't know, dude. You're on your own. You're... Dude, that's a fucking series right there. There's a witch, right? And like too many people in LA, you know, that being in show business, they're just not good victims because we're always looking to get fucking stabbed in the back. So where do they go? They go out to the Midwest where all you wholesome people are to get their victims. But here's the thing. She can only fuck you and kill you if she's in LA. You know, if you try to fuck her out in Chicago, she can't kill you. I think that's how it works. If I see one more fucking down home commercial... Remember how there was a time there when liberals were running shit and they acted like everybody was in an interracial relationship? Now that has been replaced by like everybody's like standing out in the middle of fucking Wyoming. There's something about being out here. You just can't lie when you're out here on the prairie. You know, like people who live in the middle of fucking nowhere are somehow better people. Ed Gein lived in the middle of nowhere, okay? P. Diddy lived in L.A. There's fucking psychos everywhere. Can we just stop with this shit? Jesus Christ. Can't you just go back to a barbershop quartet singing about fucking Aqua Velva? Is that too much to ask? Well, evidently it is. All right, moving to Germany. Dear old man Billy, I'm a 19-year-old high school student. I got back from Germany a few months ago as part of an exchange program. I was there for a year and I fell in love with it all. The people, history, wow, okay. The cities, everything. As a result of talking with the people I met there and the host family to whom I am close, I have decided I'm going to move to Germany. I will be able to stay with my former host family when I first get there. I have gone as far as to go to the German embassy in D.C. I live nearby and I am in the final process of getting a visa. Sorry for the long prologue. My question, dude, that's fucking great. Like, I wish, you know, if I was younger, I would definitely go live in another country. I think that's a tremendous, tremendous, tremendous experience to have. I'm happy for you. Plus, you're also, like, in the middle of, you're in, like, the middle of, like, sort of the Midwest, not quite, of Europe. So you can do east, you can come to the coast, you can go down to the fucking Mediterranean, and it's great. Scandinavia is just north. It's fucking great. It's fantastic. Anyway, the person goes on to say, sorry for the long prologue. My question for you is, how do you suggest I go about telling my family about my plans? How would you want your son to tell you something similar? Any advice will help. Thanks, and hopefully see you in Germany soon. Well, I didn't think there was anything wrong. I would be excited if my kid wanted to live abroad. I think you got to love Dan Campbell. He literally looks like he could be in that movie, The Incredibles. Anyway, I don't think there's a problem. So obviously, your parents, do they have a problem with Germany? Or do they just, you guys are like homebodies and they want you nearby and they're going to miss you and all of that type of shit? I think I would just tell them. I mean, you're not going there forever, are you? You're just going there. Just tell them, you know, I vibe with the place. I want to live over there. I feel like it's going to be a good experience. And someday, you know, when I get older and I get married and I make you guys grandparents, you know, they'll like hearing that. Then, you know, I can fucking, I'll come back. I'll come back with what's a Fräulein? Well, that's cool. I'm happy for you. I don't know what your parents' thoughts are on that. So I don't think it's not like it doesn't seem like a big thing to tell them. Not trying to diminish your story. Not trying to not validate your journey. Aaron Rodgers is so fucking old. He looks like a guy going to the game. It's what I'm loving him and Phillip Rivers. Still out there slinging it. All right, well, I got 10 minutes to go. I don't know what the fuck to talk about. That Was the podcast. Oh, I'm still doing my. There you go, Metcalf. I love Metcalf. I already loved him. I loved him when he was on Seattle, but now that he punched a fan, look at his fucking arms. What are you doing yelling at this guy? Fucking jerk off. He didn't even hit him either. Fucking cunt. Stupid guy with his blue fucking wig. We get it. You're a Lions fan. Anyway, that'd be a great thing to do. Have a benefit to pay an athlete's fan his fine that punched somebody in the crowd. Fans for athletes not taking shit from fucking loser fans, whatever you would call the organization there. But anyways, I've been playing drums and I'm still doing that thing, trying to free myself up, the flow mode, and I'm finding it's starting to seep into my playing. All of a sudden, I'm starting to hear fills, and I'm able to, kind of start to play them. I'll tell you, it's a really fun song to jam to. Fucking, that's my jam. What is the name of it? It was like a hit for a second, and then I stumbled upon it. I heard it. I heard the goddamn thing, and I was like, I'm downloading that because I want to play to that. Nobody Speak, DJ Shadow, is a really fun song to play to, and also to play 16th notes to during the chorus. And also it's a great tempo to just sort of play fills the whole song, and try to free yourself up. I find I have much more ideas if I play to a medium, just play fills over a medium tempo song as opposed to listening to a click. Meep, moop, 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 meep, moop, moop, moop. That just doesn't get me going. As opposed to the other. Look at the fucking Steelers. Just drive down the field and get me a goddamn touchdown. Could you please? Could you do that? Oh, man, Rivers. No, sorry, Aaron Rodgers. Roger Wilco will comply. He's going to get old Billy a fucking touchdown here. Arizona-Atlanta game. Now, there's a game I stayed away from. Fucking Jacksonville beating Denver. Who knew? Fucking Raiders hanging with the Houston Texans. None of this shit makes sense. I don't know. Anyway. Oh, up the fucking middle to the fucking 10-yard line, dude. Fucking chewing up the clock, too. That's what I like about the Pats, man. We have a nice running game. Eating up the clock, even though, we let the Bills come back last week. What are you going to do? Was that the most subtle fucking straight arm you've ever seen in your life? He barely touched that guy. Barely touched him. You ever see those highlights of Derrick Henry just stiff-arming people? It literally looks like he's throwing his son through a screen door, and he's doing it to an adult. Aaron Rodgers, he's not going to scramble. Jesus Christ. He should be wearing loafers that have the cleat things, the spikes on the bottom. They should have him a fucking lazy boy with a little table and an Arnold Palmer. Just stare into it. ARP card advertising on the back of it. You gotta love a fucking old quarterback. They always dye the hair on top, but they let their whiskers come in white. Anyway, people, I'm going to stay on. This podcast is going to end after this fucking touchdown here. So it's 2nd and 8. Aaron Rodgers looks like he's going to hand off, dumps the ball off. The guy, he just plows through. He almost loses the ball. The Lions are claiming it's theirs. Don't fucking, and they're saying it's on the it's on the ground. How dare you? Oh, Campbell hooking his son up in the fucking secondary. I mean, this is why they're not winning, okay? Do you want to win games or do you want to make your kid's dream come true? Oh, they better run that quick. They better run that quick. Was he on the ground? I don't have my glasses. Fuck you. No. Look at Aaron. He's about ready to fucking blame everybody. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's out. That ball is out. That ball is out. You dead for you. Bill Burr can go fuck himself. Time out. Time out. We're going to check the we're going to check the replay. Yeah, this is Mike. Run that shit back. Oh, that fucking ball is out. You son of a bitch. Dan Campbell's kid. Look at that. And then they go right to a burrito like that's supposed to make me feel better. I hate how Chipotle acts like that they're out there with all these fresh vegetables. I've never seen that when I went in there. It is kind of funny how they're acting like, this time, now we're actually using real food. All right, you guys are just going to hang here for these commercials. These AI animals trying to sell me something. Doesn't everybody have insurance at this point? How long is Progressive going to advertise? You think that people fucking every week they got to buy it? Friends and family. All right, I don't know what to talk about. Okay, anyway, I'm going to hit the clubs this week because I have like a new 20 minutes where I'm all, fucking, Billy not angry. And it's really coming together, man. I got everything in there, from not being angry to suicide. It's I'm running the gamut there. I'm running the gamut. I just got to make sure that I hang on to it. I just got to keep doing that, and then, I got a couple acting gigs next year, and I just got to see when they're going to happen, and then from there, I can start booking my stand-up dates, and I'm just going to go back to all my favorite places that I've done through the years. I don't want to name the places because I don't know if they're... Oh, fuck it. I'll tell you some of my favorite theaters. Let's see. The Chicago Theater, Massey Hall in Toronto, the fucking Tabernacle in Atlanta, the Fox in St. Louis. There's some great ones. There's really, really some great ones. And then I want to go out with Dean. I want to do like a run through like Idaho, Montana, and down into Wyoming and rent some fucking bikes, when it warms up, obviously. I'm thinking of doing that. All right, we're back to the game. We're back to the goddamn game. It's a fumble. That ball is out. I mean, Jesus Christ. How many times you got to look at it? How many times you got to look at it? All right, just do it. Just tell me it's not a touchdown, and then we're not going to get a touchdown. They get no points. Yeah, no points. You fucking cocksucker. Jared Goff with poise throws it out of bounds. All right, maybe they have a little 3 and out. We start over again. You hate to see it. You just hate to see it. Anyways, Washington. You were so close. What are you shaking his hand for? That's all right. You'll get him next time. You'll get him next time. All right, that's the podcast, everybody. Thank you to everybody that came out to Cerritos. Beautiful theater down there, by the way. And thanks to Dean and Ambria opening up for me. The crowd, you guys were fucking awesome. And I've been loving all of these theaters that I've been playing out here in L.A. Thousand Oaks, Cerritos, fucking Riverside. All these great places, and all you guys that came out really helped my act, really helped shape it, and I'm going to have some killer shows in 2026. Thank you to all you guys for keep supporting me, this podcast, all of this shit. If you keep giving a shit, I'll keep doing it. I love it. All right, that's it. Go fuck yourselves. Have a great Christmas. Is Christmas going to happen to us today? 22nd, 23rd, 24th. Oh, wait a minute. I got to do the Thursday afternoon podcast. I'll talk to you on Christmas, you fucking jolly so-and-sos. All right, that's it. I'll see you. Wait a second. This is the epilogue. The second I hit stop, the fucking Steelers just got a safety. Woo! I'm up by, I got points and we're up by 2. That is my favorite thing when I'm at a football game, is if my team gets a safety and then everybody in the crowd, everybody for some reason, that is the one fucking signal Not only does everybody know, referee signal, everybody knows it, everybody does it. It's like the shark fin above your fucking head. All right, look at that. See? You get down in the dumps. Little Santa Claus there gives me the goddamn safety. All right, that's it. Go fuck yourselves. Have a wonderful holiday, you bastards.